Your local news and weather from where you live. Newswatch 12 at 6 starts now.
Good evening, I'm Cooper Henkel. July 30th marks 1 month since the murder of Hannah Miller. The young mother was shot to death, making headlines across the region. But like most stories, Miller's begins before the headline broke.
Oh, there she is.
Next to Lexi.
With her boots, her Ugg boots. She lived in Ugg boots, oh my God. And a Columbia.
Well, they were so cute back then.
Hannah Miller grew up in Rhinelander.
We've known Hannah since daycare. She was going to my grandma's daycare. Yeah. She walked in and she had this red hair and she was so pale. It's been like us three ever since, it feels so.
Kelly Lee, Allie Hoffine, and Lexi Hooven stayed close with Miller over the decades.
Homecoming? This was our senior homecoming.
Again with the Columbia.
Yeah.
Shortly after moving to Minneapolis in 2016, Miller met and began a relationship with Christopher Terrell Anderson, also known as Bravo. Friends say the relationship turned abusive after the couple were engaged, prompting a separation and Miller's return to the Northwoods in early 2020.
This was supposed to be a fresh start for her, this apartment, moving back from Minneapolis. She wanted to be closer to her family and her friends and for all of us to get to know Nova.
But friends say her new start took a turn for the worse.
He came for a visit to visit Nova because she still wanted Nova and him to have a relationship. And he never left. And this apartment kind of turned into a hellhole for her.
In the week leading up to Miller's murder, she told friends she was finally feeling free from Anderson's influence on her life after a year of readying to make her second break.
At one point, I turned to her and I said, "Aren't you worried about Chris? We haven't heard from him. Aren't you scared? Don't you wonder where he is or what he's up to?" And she said, "No, this is the most free I felt from him in years." So to think she felt that way, and then he comes through like 72 hours later and just takes her life.
Hoffine was helping Miller move out of her apartment leading up to June 30th, 2021.
The only thing we had to finish is getting the bigger stuff out, which her family came over and helped her with on Tuesday. So Wednesday morning, we were texting, and she just had to grab the cable boxes and wipe off a few things.
When Seth Wakefield allegedly spotted Miller
And had gone and told Chris that she was at the apartment by herself. At that point, Chris had somebody else drive him to this location to drop him off.
Friends can only imagine what exactly happened between Wakefield's call and the discovery of Miller's body alongside Riverbend Road in the town of Pelican.
After Chris got her at the apartment, he drove down here, maybe trying to take some back roads to her parents' house to where he assumed Nova and her parents were. There were witnesses that saw them arguing on the side of this road, and the car was in the middle of the road with both doors open. And then the next time someone else drove by, Hannah was laying on the side of the road. So this is a memorial for Hannah. This is where she was found.
I was working at the salon I work up in Eagle River, and my fiance had called me and said that there's a picture of Chris out on the news and that nobody had heard from Hannah.
So at that point, her family was like, "We'll call you right back." And then they called me back and they let me know it was Hannah. And I remember screaming, "Why would he do that?" And I didn't even know it was me doing that. I didn't even know it was me screaming.
I work in healthcare, so I don't have my phone with me when I work. So I knew when I got a call from him it was bad. And I just went in the break room and cried and cried and cried.
A devastation made worse as weeks went by without answers. Wakefield's arrest on July 2nd brought more confusion and pain to friends than the answers they had hoped for.
I've never heard of Seth. I didn't know Seth. I've lived here my whole life. Had no idea who he was.
Wakefield allegedly helped Anderson stalk Miller with the intention of killing Miller, her parents, and kidnapping Nova, Miller and Anderson's daughter.
And no amount of money makes it okay for you to decide that you can take a life. It's just so unfair.
Anderson's whereabouts remain unknown. Authorities found the PT Cruiser and Mitsubishi Outlander Anderson is believed to have taken after killing Miller on July 5th in St. Paul, Minnesota.
I want him to answer to Nova. And I think that's the real punishment, is you will have to look at that daughter you were willing to kill for and tell her, I was selfish, I was stupid, I had no regard for your mother's life, and I had no regard for yours. And that's the punishment he deserves.
While they search for a way to heal and keep Hannah's memory alive in the meantime.
I don't want this to get washed under, and then in a year people say, oh yeah, a year ago today that Hannah Miller girl passed. I don't want that. I want her name to continually be out there.
Stories like Miller's aren't unique. Thousands of others are in similar situations right now. Newswatch 12's Georgina Fernandez takes a step back to put Miller's story in context, alongside dozens of others here in Wisconsin. Georgina?
Cooper, here in my hands, I hold the stories of the 72 lives that were lost in 2019 due to domestic violence. Now, of these victims, 16 were in the process of leaving their partner or had already ended that relationship. And experts say the time after a victim leaves is some of the most dangerous moments of their life.
When someone comes to us, it's one of the worst moments of their life.
Jane Graham Jennings has directed the Women Community Inc. in Wausau for the past 25 years. Each year, her staff responds to 1,500 phone calls, assisting 600 to 800 people annually, many seeking support during one of the most dangerous chapters in their lives.
Majority of victims that are murdered after they have left the relationship.
According to Graham Jennings, abusers and domestic violence relationships feed on the power and control dynamic of a relationship. And once that dynamic is broken,
when a victim says, I'm going to leave, that becomes a sign to the abuser, you have no more power over me, and that's a really dangerous time.
leaving is not as simple as it seems.
How do you leave somebody who's put a gun in your face before? Because in that moment, all you're thinking about is survival.
A reality that Hannah Miller's friends said she experienced.
He controlled all aspects of Hannah, what she ate, who she talked to. He would go through her phone.
Not all abuse leaves behind physical evidence.
They say, sometimes I wish once they would have just hit me so I could show someone what was happening, because it was so hard to believe.
Graham Jennings says often tactics include having control over the victim's work life, finances, and threats.
They craft almost a world where it's just the two of them.
Right, absolutely. And that's how they isolate.
Unlike many others, Hannah's abuse didn't end after the two separating.
Her biggest fear was always, if I call the police, he gets arrested this time, he gets out, and he comes back, and what is he going to do to me when he comes back?
The abuser's need to control still there post-breakup.
And oftentimes perpetrators are thinking, if I can't have you, no one can.
Sparking the shift from abuse to deadly violence.
I think he knew that she felt relaxed. I mean, if he had been watching her, he could see that she was going out with us, going out with friends, that she felt secure for the first time. And he knew that she was relaxed, and he knew she was vulnerable.
Graham Jennings says those seeking to leave an abusive relationship should reach out to an advocate to help discuss and create a safety plan to help secure their leaving.
One tactic abusers use is isolation, convincing someone they're completely alone and without options. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson spoke to an expert about how abuse affects more than just the victim and how their family and friends can help. Morgan?
Cooper, the impact of domestic violence events can be lifelong. That violence doesn't just affect the victim, it changes the lives of their loved ones and an entire community.
When a traumatic event like Miller's happens, it doesn't get washed away the next day.
Personally, I don't feel any different than the day we found out. It's still shocking. It doesn't feel real.
The impact is lasting.
It's more than hurting Hannah. You've hurt a community. You've hurt her family. You've hurt her daughter.
Friends say Miller's relationship with Anderson was abusive, physically and mentally. Miller tried to cut ties with him.
And Hannah tried many steps to get away from him. She tried to take a restraining order out on him. But the bureaucracy of it is that you need an address, and he didn't have one.
Angie F., a victim advocate at the Tri-County Council on Domestic Violence and Sexual Assault, calls it an escape and says it's not as simple as it seems. Angie says abusers often rely on manipulating people to keep power and control.
We'd like to say that the signs are obvious, like bruises and cuts and broken bones, but it's really not that simple. Domestic abuse goes beyond physical violence.
Helping a loved one escape the abusive spiral can be complicated, But Angie says the best thing to do is be supportive.
Just give them as much love and support as you can, no matter what they decide to do.
Miller surely wasn't lacking love and support, but even supportive situations can still end in tragedy. Miller's friends want her story to stay alive and hopefully get answers and justice.
Everyone just needs to come together and do the right thing. Keep sharing this story. Don't let it die out.
Christopher Terrell Anderson is wanted for the murder of Hannah Miller on June 30th, 2021. Anderson may be in northern Wisconsin, the Twin Cities, or the Chicago area. If you have any information about Anderson or his whereabouts over the last month, please contact the Oneida County Sheriff's Department at the number on your screen.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Builders Service Incorporated, Elko.
When you buy a mattress from Slumberland
and sleep on it for 120 nights,
if you're not happy, we'll make it right.
Get this Sealy Memory Foam Queen mattress for just $3.99.
Or come lay on our selection of 8 memory foam mattresses, all for under $1,000.
Eagle Floor Covering in Eagle River, locally owned and operated for over 2 decades. With over 40 years of combined quality sales and service experience, we can help you find the right floor for your lifestyle and budget.
Real estate auction, Paulding, Michigan, July 31st. Beautiful log cabin with 221 acres being sold to the highest bidder regardless of price. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
View beautiful classic cars and listen to live music at the Eagle River Car and Truck Show Saturday, August 28th. The cars will be displayed from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
This is Dave. He donates blood regularly. This is Mason. He was diagnosed with cancer at age 3 and received weekly transfusions. Mason is one of the many lives Dave has helped save. Jennifer started donating last week. Jeff just found out he'll need surgery next week. Neither Jeff nor Jennifer know it, but her blood will help Jeff get through his surgery. This is Lauren. She'll need a blood transfusion in 2 weeks. Will your donation save her life? Donate today. You'll save lives tomorrow.
It's the sweet and savory crepes menu at Perkins with a melody of flavors starting at just $7.99. Try our Neapolitan or ham and cheese crepes and more. And a sweet deal for a limited time only. Enjoy a whole Perkins pie starting at just $9.99.
Looks like it's time to trade. Because it's trade month at your local Ford dealers. Get more cash for your eligible trade-in. Any brand, any model, all month long. Get Trade Assist cash on top of what your eligible vehicle is worth and trade up to a new Ford SUV. Your trade-in is worth more than you think, only during Trade Month. Right now, get up to $2,000 Trade Assist bonus cash on eligible models. It's Trade Month at your Wisconsin and UP Ford dealers.
When you buy a mattress from Slumberland
and sleep on it for 120 nights,
if you're not happy, we'll make it right.
Get this Sealy Memory Foam Queen mattress for just $3.99.
Or come lay on our selection of 8 memory foam mattresses, all for under $1,000.
Welcome on back and happy Friday. We've made it to the end of a pretty active weather week all across the Badger State. Ending today on a pretty mild note, seeing plenty of blue skies. Kind of starting off with a kind of an early fall feel to the day. We've picked up a few more clouds this afternoon and a little bit of a hazy look to the sky, kind of that pale blue look that is going to be due to particulate matter in the atmosphere. So there is an air quality warning issued by the Wisconsin DNR that will be in effect through tomorrow. Right now, the most severe conditions are off in Minnesota. We'll wait until tomorrow to be having even more hazy skies on the way. So looking outside now at Dixie's Coffee House, you can kind of see that pale blue sky, almost a white sky all around. So that is going to be due to all that particulate matter in the atmosphere right now, inhibiting that view of the blue sky. And it will be even more tomorrow with more smoke plumes on the way. So for the next couple days, we will be seeing that. Sunday, we will start to have that kind of gradually working on out, seeing more of a well-developed blue sky. So tomorrow's tomorrow's really going to be that worst day. Anyone with any pre-existing respiratory issues might want to take it easy tonight into tomorrow. Limit outdoor activity. It'll be a good day to stay indoors. Although it will feel nice, we will have high temperatures on Saturday in those upper 70s. And then on Sunday, cooling off a little more in those low 70s. And generally, for the rest of the week, we will be a little bit below our average high for this time of year in Rhinelander of 80 degrees. And all this while, we are going to be having fairly low dew points. It will feel pretty comfortable out there. A few overnight lows will start to kind of feel like that fall feel once again. Now, current wind speeds, that has been kind of a big deal this week with those tornadoes and damaging winds all across the state. Pretty mild today. We have a light southwest flow coming in at about 5 to 10 miles per hour, which has been great news for Wisconsin Public Service workers out there. We've been seeing them out there all week, very busy, restoring power to many, many customers all throughout northern central Wisconsin. More than 100,000 customers have gone without power at some point this week. So looking at the numbers now, the county most affected is still Lincoln County, more than 1,000 customers without power. Otherwise, we did see numbers in the thousands in Marathon County without power, hundreds in other counties as well. So seeing those in double digits is really a good thing. I know many of you are looking forward to having that power fully restored, and that will be coming on soon because we do have that pretty mild stretch of weather coming our way, which is going to be nice to get those crews caught up with all that work. So pretty mild stretch of weather coming. There is going to be, though, the potential for a couple thunderstorms working their way into the area tomorrow afternoon. Now, you'll notice we are largely in a marginal risk for any sort of thunderstorms. These will be scattered thunderstorms, not a huge deal, not anything like we experienced earlier on this week. The main threats will be some marginal sized hail and some breezy, gusty winds at times. Those could be a little bit damaging to loose items outside, but like I said, nothing like we've encountered earlier on this week. So taking to the skies for the rest of our Friday night, we will be clearing on out with generally clear skies. And then getting into Saturday, we are going to be mostly dry until the afternoon. We could be having a few scattered thunderstorms working their way through the area. Those will be very hit or miss, if any at all. And these will deliver very light sprinkles, if any at all. So here we go, looking at those future rainfall totals. We're pushing this all the way to the end of the day, Saturday to Sunday. And you'll see most areas just barely getting the ground wet, if hitting any rain whatsoever. So in summary, what we have going on tonight will be partly cloudy to mostly clear skies and low temperatures in those mid-50s with a light southwest flow. And then coming on Saturday, we'll stay mostly dry throughout the day. Some scattered afternoon thunderstorms potentially with high temperatures in those upper 70s. And now for a look at your 7-day forecast brought to you by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress. Will show one more thunderstorm chance on Tuesday. Otherwise, a dry forecast period and comfortable temperatures. Cooper and I will be back for you for more news after the break.
When you are out for family fun, think of CT's Expanded Deli in downtown Rhinelander. Call ahead to pick up cold or hot sandwich trays or enjoy lunch in the dog-friendly patio. Wednesday burger nights and Thursday pizza all summer long.
Northwoods Furniture and Mattress. Let us help make your home your own with furniture and mattresses you love. Home furnishings from Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, Smith Brothers, and more. The area's largest selection of quality Amish-built furniture with many styles and custom options. Find top brand mattresses in stock, including Sealy, Serta, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. Need furniture now? We sell our floor models with new arrivals weekly. Stop in our 2 locations in Eagle River with exceptional selection, service, and savings. Northwoods Furniture and Mattress. High Point Sand and Gravel provides high-quality riprap, sand, and screened topsoil for almost any need. The high-quality rock and stone, boulders, and clear stone enhance the function and beauty of your home or business. Offering convenient delivery or pickup throughout northern Wisconsin and the UP, High Point Sand and Gravel provides premium landscaping materials, specializing in producing beautiful decorative stone for all types of landscaping projects. Contact High Point Sand and Gravel to help make your next project a dream come true.
Have you tried it yet? The big, green, completely unique Hodag store now carries Hodag Root Beer. On top of your favorite Hodag beer and Hodag vodka. Shop all things Hodag at the Hodag store on Lincoln Street in Rhinelander.
There's only one place in the great North Woods where you can go to get all your Hodag goods. They got t-shirts, signs, bumper stickers, and more. Come on down to the Hodag store.
Lake of the Torches Resort Casino. You can count on us for all the hottest slots inside. Sun-dappled water outside. Enjoyment comes naturally here with abundant home-style foods, the most exciting promotions, and the new Lake Club that rewards you for playing. At Lake of the Torches Resort Casino, expect the best of everything every time you visit. Winning's more fun at the lake.
When you are out for family fun, think of CT's expanded deli in downtown Rhinelander. Call ahead to pick up cold or hot sandwich trays or enjoy lunch in the dog-friendly patio. Wednesday burger nights and Thursday pizza all summer long.
Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Bone and Joint Walk-In Care.
Continues to push back, growing in caseload after the early summer's push for vaccination slowed its progression earlier this year. 57 counties have high activity. None of them fall within the low range, according to DHS. Caseloads in our area are progressing without much concern. Forest and Iron counties are showing the fastest growth in our region overall. Vaccination numbers across the state remain fairly stagnant. Just over 51% of the state has been vaccinated so far. That's despite additional urging from health experts as the Delta variant continues to spread across the country. Oneida County is slightly ahead of the curve, but still falls short of that desired 70 to 80% vaccinated necessary to reach herd immunity. News broke overnight, revealing internal CDC documents warn the war has changed due to the Delta COVID variant. The document, in the form of a slide presentation, was first obtained and posted online by the Washington Post. It states that the Delta variant is as contagious as the chickenpox and appears to cause more serious illness than previously thought. It also shows unpublished data revealing that fully vaccinated people might spread the Delta variant at the same rate as unvaccinated people. However, the agency does note that vaccination will protect against more severe symptoms.
You like it made from scratch?
We know you do.
How about hot and hand-breaded?
That looks crispy.
First thing in the morning.
Not your grandpa's biscuit.
The new hand-breaded chicken biscuit from Hardee's.
Feed your happy.
Straight from the source, Lake Nokomis Cranberries in Eagle River features award-winning cranberry wines. Visit the gift shop for a wine tasting and browse the large assortment of cranberry-themed products. Marsh tours are offered summer through fall. Visit the website for details.
You are failing us, Senator Johnson. Protecting our democracy has never been partisan, and yet you refused to investigate the deadly attack on our capital. Access to the polls matters to all Americans, and yet you blocked voter protections that have the support of Democrats, Republicans, and independents. You are more committed to the lie.
By and large, it was all peaceful protests.
And rigging the system to retain power than you are to protecting Wisconsinites. The challenges facing our democracy aren't partisan. It's time Senator Johnson puts country over party.
Keeping your family close together in your home these days are important. Let us remodel your kitchen and bath. Kitchen Bath Mart specializes in complete remodels for the past 35 years. From design to install, we'll take good care of you. Stop in or call us today at Kitchen Bath Mart. We're your #1 choice in kitchen and bath remodeling. Highway 70 East in Arborvitae.
When you shop and donate to Goodwill, the good starts with you. Whether you shop Goodwill for the thrill of the treasure hunt, incredible values on back-to-school items, do-it-yourself project inspiration, or brand names for less, you can feel good about the impact you make. Your support keeps items out of the landfill and fuels job training and opportunities for people with barriers to employment in your community. When you shop and donate back to school at Goodwill, Goodwill starts with you.
Attention, four-legged playful friends. At Paws & Claws, we have life jackets and water toys. Stop into Paws & Claws and treat your four-legged family member to some playful toys to get in the water with them. And always, swim responsibly.
At US Cellular, we know the local landscape, so we can help everyone stay connected for less.
Right now, get up to $1,200 off any 5G phone. The choice is yours.
Whether it's adapting the network for a strong signal where you work, or optimizing your coverage where you play. We're always hard at work to make sure our state-of-the-art 5G network works for you.
Up to $1,200 off any 5G phone with no trade-in or hidden fees.
US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Hardee's.
BLT summer, ranch, what a stunner. I'ma hit the drive through
Celebrate this summer with the new BLT Ranch Angus Thick Burger from Hardee's. Feed your happy.
Welcome back to a final look at your forecast. Tonight we have low temperatures down in those middle 50s. That will be under partly cloudy skies. And coming up on Saturday, a mostly dry day all around. We'll have some scattered thunderstorms developing in the afternoon. High temperatures reaching for those upper 70s, so it will feel similar to today, although we do have that chance for thunderstorms. And then for the rest of the forecast period, we're going on with a mostly dry week. We do have that next thunderstorm chance on Tuesday. So, Cooper, do you have any outdoor plans coming up tomorrow or this weekend?
Well, I'm headed out for the fair in Oneida County this weekend, heading with my sister and my niece. Glad to hear it's going to be mostly dry for us.
Yeah, just be prepared maybe to step inside for a few minutes. Those thunderstorms could be hit or miss, but I don't think those will really break any plans outside.
Okay, well, we will be back here at 10. That's all for us at Newswatch 12 at 6. Thanks for watching.
Mr. Food